What up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Brim After Dark.
What's up, Ed? How you doing?
What's happening, Anna?
I feel
Oh.
like we have to start the show out this week on the apologetic note for all of our Facebook viewers. As many of you know, Ed was MIA last week, so
I heard there was a little bit of a little
there was a snap.
controversy.
Yeah, a little bit. I felt very proud of myself to get something live and on the air, but then was kindly reminded by Lynn after the fact that I missed the Facebook live feed. So
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
I know. So, glad to have you back. I feel like, I definitely learned what we lean on Ed Rivera for. Um, Man, I tell you, like, I was so proud of myself, and then I just totally messed it up, so
And you were told about it too.
that's right, yeah.
Don't you ever again do it, okay?
Right.
Lynn,
That's
I
right.
got your
I'm gonna
back, girl. I got your
Yeah.
back, Lynn. What up, Virgil?
Yeah, so,
Uh, Welcome to a week right before Christmas, right? Like, I mean,
mhm.
we're there already.
I know, it's nuts. There's, 11 days left in the year, 10 days left in the year, something like that. So,
Man. And not a whole lot going on in baseball, right? You know, no
yeah.
big trades, no big signings,
No, none
nothing
of
like
that.
that.
Nothing happened, like, last night that was, like, totally earth-shattering,
No,
groundbreaking news,
no,
nothing.
no team becoming the most hated team now in baseball, nothing like that, right? Like, I mean, for so long, the Yankees were the most hated team, and now there's another New York team that's the most hated team. I
Right,
mean, nothing crazy, right? Nothing,
trying to
nothing.
take their crown, so,
Oh man.
yeah.
Like that was my like that like we were talking about it earlier today. I was like, all right, what are we gonna talk about? Like, I mean, this, like this is insanity. Like what's been going on with free agency, isn't it? Like so
Mhm.
much money,
Yeah.
so much
I read
money.
the Mets have $800 million committed. $800 million. I mean,
The stat that I was most staggered about was the amount of money that they pay in taxes.
mm,
Right, it is more than I wanted to say like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that teams budget all
yeah,
year.
yeah, I'm gonna guess the Rays are one of those teams.
Cleveland is one of them.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
right, like, I
Oh, well.
mean, in t Pittsburgh, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
like, the usual suspects, like, that are not gonna pay that much money.
right, yeah,
Like
exactly.
like,
So,
I was like, "Oh my god."
yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I think obviously, the Mets and their ownership are, like, all in. They're trying to make it happen, so, um, it'll be interesting to see.
So, I wanna start by let's talk about, right, like, we're doing free agency. I wanna know what was your surprise signing for you so far?
Mhm. I think it's gotta be the Texas deal. I think it's gotta be, something we talked a little bit about last week of DeGrom being 40 plus years old by the end of that deal that they signed and, not necessarily like a super competitive team to wrap around one dude. So, um,
I mean, listen, I like the ground, but that's a
yeah,
lot of money to be putting on a pitcher that's like been injured for so long.
yeah. He's made of glass, as I say, about some of the players who command these large deals but don't play an awful lot of time. So, but, look at Aaron Judge, Aaron Judge has historically been an unhealthy dude, but, like, in the last year or so, what I've come to understand is that he kinda changed up his, like, strength and conditioning outside of the Yankees
Mhm.
organization, and look, he was a
Look at
lot
him.
healthier this year, right? So,
He killed it. I
um,
mean, as much as I like to admit it, right? Like, I mean,
yeah,
just because he wears a Yankees uniform, but like, he killed it. Like, I mean, he
yeah,
earned that money.
yeah, yeah,
I'm what I've been surprised at. One, I'll give you two.
yeah,
One,
okay,
Verlander.
yeah.
Like, I was surprised at Verlander how much money he got.
Yeah, for
I
the
get it.
length of time too, though. Like, that's the thing is, you're banking on these guys continuing to produce.
Right. And then he's at that age, right? Like, I mean, yes, he is a good pitcher, but is he a dominant pitcher? And then, with Houston, right, there was more pitchers that could, you put around them that could, you know,
Right,
if he
right.
has a bad outing, they can survive. The
Yeah,
Mets, are only going to go with what, five are the, their rotation, and then you're going to be putting a lot of strain on Verlander, and
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know if that's the best thing, but whatever. It's not my money. It's Steve
right.
Cohen's money. That dude is
Yeah,
spending like it was going out of style.
yeah. I would just like to say that I would like to subscribe to whatever Zach is selling here about the, I think it's large markets will complain as Rays make playoffs again is the
I'm with
intended
it.
message there, but
I
yeah,
listen.
that's fine.
My Guardians small market. They made the playoffs
Yeah,
last year, so
right? Yeah.
we'll
With,
see.
Mike Zunino now behind the dish perhaps, or at least, on the roster, so,
As
um
soon as I heard the sighting, I texted you.
yeah, you did, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, "All right, talk to me about this dude." Like, I mean, I hear as he's a good catcher. Talk to me because, like, I mean,
yeah.
that's as you can tell, like in Cleveland, catching has been one of the strongest positions. At least catching, not hitting, but catching, right? Because you got Sandy Alomar, who is one of, he will be a Hall of Fame catcher, right? But like, he's there to teach all these people, and then man, another good catcher coming in.
Mhm. Yeah, very good defensively, very good with the pitchers, there's a good rapport there, usually speaking. Kind of, hot and cold in terms of offensively. Obviously, in 2020, he was a big part of the reason that we advanced beyond that first round, which was a shock to pretty much everybody,
Everybody.
probably even Mike Zunino himself, but, um, what I find so interesting and so confusing, and I might be showing my ignorance here a little bit, but my understanding of the Correa deal, which
Dude,
is the biggest, like, "Wait, what?"
the
Waking
biggest
up to the news.
WTF.
Yeah, is, I was under the understanding that he had a deal in place with the Giants
Oh,
pending
it was
physical.
done. He
Yeah.
signed pending physical.
So what happened? Is there a medical issue that's gonna surface down the line, or did they kind of find a loophole to get out of that for another offer in New York?
That's what I don't know, right? Like it's one of those contracts where I was like, "Holy mother, that dude signed for a lot of money,"
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
He hasn't been injured like really that much. And then all of a sudden, the medical staff for the San Francisco Giants have a massive, they find this medical thing, and now they have cold feet and they want to renegotiate his contract, right? Something was up. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, and I have no figures, no facts. Look,
Here's Dave with some insight.
yeah, but that's just it again, relate to the minors. Look at his major league,
Yeah,
trajectory. He hasn't done anything
yeah,
that to say that he's been a problem with injury,
yeah.
right?
You kinda wonder if San Francisco is trying to leverage, something that was, like, way far in the past to make it financially more beneficial for themselves, and Correa and Boris was like, "No, thanks. I'm good."
To be honest with you, Boris is the devil when it comes to like baseball. So I'm not.
And he gets his money though, right?
He
Like
gets his money. The dude, his players get paid.
yeah, they do. They definitely do.
So and then here comes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Here comes the New York Mets just swoop in, and then they get him. Like I
Yeah.
mean, it's insanity. He did used to wear a page mark out of his chest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shots fired.
Coming in live from Facebook where
Right,
Johnny was unavailable to
Oh,
comment last week
hey,
due to,
Facebook.
and there's
Hey! There it is. Hi, Lynn. That's hilarious.
Oh, man. So, uh,
I hope everybody's doing good, Mr. Otterbot. How we doing, buddy? I
yeah.
mean, that's a lot of money, though. Bowling, chase, violence to death. Chose violence to I mean, seriously, right, Virgil?
Mhm.
Johnny came in with just straight up heat with that comment like that.
But so if you're looking back at the Astros team then, like Verlander, obviously there in 2016,
Right.
who's remaining on that roster? Is it I mean, Altuve's obviously still there.
Mhm,
Springer's gone, Correa's gone,
mhm.
now Verlander's gone,
Mhm.
obviously Garrett Cole is gone, McCullers is gone, right? So
Their catcher, what is his name? Maldonado.
oh, Machete, that's
Yeah,
right, yeah, yeah,
Maldonado's there. Bergman,
yeah. Oh, yeah, Bregman, yeah, yeah,
And then, um, Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few to
Brantley
strap.
came in afterwards, though.
Yeah, definitely him, and, where's Mancini going? That's what I wanna know, like, that guy's still floating, right? I haven't seen anything, no clues, no tips as to.
Which is interesting, right?
Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up.
I'm actually Googling that right now. I wanted to see where is he at now? Because I mean, Trayvon says, "I
Story
feel
of
the
my life,
frustration."
Lynn,
Yeah,
every
I know.
time, every time.
Especially with Apple.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly, right.
baseball player and a fielder who is free agent, nothing yet.
Mhm, mhm,
He'll sign with somebody. He's a good first baseman. He's just not gonna sit around and not get a team. Problem is, who needs a first baseman or
mm,
DH?
mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, man, it's a wild off season, like, it's kind of it seems ho-hum, but, also couple blockbusters, couple big surprises, couple of, like, is that really gonna move the needle, you know? So, I
Yeah,
mean, imagine a world in which San Francisco got Correa and Judge.
dude. Imagine if that would have happened.
Yeah. Right.
How legit big would that have been?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I would have been like, "What is going on?" But
Right.
here's the thing, though. We went both they actually went inside one of them, and then they backed out of it. So, like, I mean, I don't know, like, what is actually going on in San Francisco right now
Yeah.
with what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
there's no rhyme or reason for what they're doing right now.
Yeah. Well, and they still have Evan Longoria as a free agent, so, I mean, he's old now, but, would obviously love to see him come finish up his career as a Ray, but I don't know that we'll be so lucky. But,
Yeah.
that's an interesting thought exercise.
You think so, Lynn? You think so? Like, the LA Dodgers probably win the NL West? Yeah, I don't see anybody really but okay, they won the NL West, but they didn't do anything.
Mm, mhm.
Same look at the Mets now, right? Like, I mean, listen, if they don't make it to the World Series, I mean, come on. That lineup, that team put together and you don't win the World Series, that's a failure. Straight up. I'll say it. Like, I'll be the first one to tell you that will be a straight up failure.
Mm, yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, the pressure of an organization being that stacked, I think, has gotta be immense, you know?
That
So
stacked, you're in New York, so
right,
New Yorkers are not gonna take their crap. Like, you better deliver.
right. Yeah, exactly.
You better deliver.
Yeah.
Like, let me NOS. San Diego made some good moves. I like the Sander Bogarts deal. I like it with going to San Diego.
Mhm.
Speaking of another team, Boston, what are they doing?
I know. I know. I know.
Not the Rockies, Lynn. Rockies ain't going nowhere.
I wanna so with folks in the comments, I wanna, like, biggest signing, um,
For
like
their favorite team.
yeah, not even that, but, like, what's it called? I'm totally blanking on the word right now, but, like, projection's not the right what's the word when you're trying to oh my goodness, it's right on the tip of my tongue, and it's so embarrassing.
Projected?
No, it's like, you're trying to foresee something, like,
Yeah, projection.
no, I don't think that's the right word. Anyways, if anyone could help me out with that, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Um,
Obviously, English is not really our forte here, guys.
no, right, yeah. You have an excuse.
We
I was,
graduated college,
uh,
but that's about it.
been born and
C-SCAS
raised in
degrees.
America speaking English, so, um, oh my goodness, what is that word? Anyways, your biggest, like,
Prediction?
prediction,
Prognostication?
that's it right there. Virgil helped me out, so, yeah.
Virgil
Prediction
gets a cookie.
for sure, yeah. Biggest prediction for signing, like, what's the last big piece of this off season that you're thinking is coming, down the line
Well,
here?
well, ooh, okay.
Prediction is why is that a word that I was struggling with aside from, like, I've just been eating my body weight in peach cobbler and pies lately?
That's okay. All right. Okay. So, biggest projection that has not happened yet. Like, as far
Right,
as signing,
yeah.
who's out there though?
Well, you still have, some of the smaller names, Mancini, Longoria. Who else is still available?
I think that, like, with like, Mancini and Longoria, they're gonna probably find sign for like the veteran minimum
Mm,
with a team, right?
yeah,
Especially Longoria. Longoria's up there in age, so
yeah,
he's, you
he's
know what I mean, he's
wrapping up
injuries,
for sure. Yeah.
right? He wants to go play for a team, probably like, be a bench player that comes in. Um, oh, James Segura hasn't signed anywhere. Wow,
Where's he end up?
interesting.
Mhm, mhm.
Thanks, Lynn, coming down with strong with that one. Interesting. Okay, all right. That's a good one. I'm looking at right now, like,
Who's
what's,
still
the
available?
yeah,
Yeah,
who's still
yeah,
available.
right. I'm trying to think too.
Benintendi, first baseman, Josh Bell. I like the Josh Bell signing, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of the Josh Bell signing. We needed it's not a big bat, it's not a something big, but it's something, for Cleveland that they needed a bat, on that lineup, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that Bryce Harper deal looks better every day, doesn't it?
Like, remember when they were giving crap about that whole thing where they were making the biggest deal about that, like, about him signing for all that money?
Mhm.
Look at
Looks
that.
pretty good now, yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people will take that all day
Yeah,
long.
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll have game use. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Gene Segura, let's see. Still nothing. I'm surprised that Philly hasn't done anything,
Mm, mm.
you
Well, what do
know?
you do with the Mets? Like, what do you do with the Mets right now? I mean,
That's the Mets is the and I texted you like what we were gonna talk about, and it's like, and number 4 was like the Mets and why we hate them.
I don't hate them. I definitely don't hate them. Like, I think they've got little brother syndrome to a certain degree,
Oh,
which
that's
is
why they're overspending.
yeah, which is
Absolutely.
something totally relatable as a Rays fan in terms of, just wanting to, like, punch back for once. So, I'm all in. Like, I think, you know,
Yeah, no, I'm
New
with
York
it.
is up for grabs, and, like, let's see what happens. Like, I'm kind of
I like it. Like, I mean,
I'm
listen,
excited about it.
we've been so sick of, like, hearing about the same 2 teams, and I'm sorry if you guys are fans of any of these too. The Yankees in Boston are like, "Oh, Red Sox, Yankees, Red Sox, Yankees." I'm glad that there's, like, other teams that are coming in and say, "No, hold on a second. We're gonna go ahead and spend some money here too.
Yeah, right.
We wanna be involved in this. We wanna be, you know
Yeah,
on the front pages or back pages in New York," whatever they like to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I'm okay with that. Totally cool with
yeah.
that.
I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, I think it's gonna as someone who's, like, totally detached from that rivalry, I think it's gonna be fun to
Yeah,
watch.
I could care less,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
AL East definitely getting better, no longer just the Yanks and Sox. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right.
Even look out for those O's, you know? Remember that little tear they went on at the end of the year, kind
I
of wreaking havoc on
I
folks?
w I was yeah, I was just gonna say that, the
Yeah,
O's, man, like,
yeah,
that's like the feel good story,
yeah,
just like
right.
Seattle.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to watch too, and then, of course, Kevin Kiermaier moving on over to the Jays, so staying in the AL East, that'll be interesting, and then, the Rays kind of imploding things a little bit, blowing stuff up, moving G-Man away,
Oh,
shipping out
that
looking
one,
for Charlie Yarbrough. Yeah,
Seattle.
that's right.
Oh, too soon. Brad, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, Toronto has done some good things, though. I like
Yeah,
Toronto still.
yeah, yeah,
That's your team, Brad. I know that's your team, buddy. You know?
yeah. I think it's
Toronto.
the East is gonna be interesting this year. It's gonna be a lot closer than probably any other, division. I would say that I would hazard a guess that the Red Sox are gonna be the weak link there for a while. They seem to just kinda be bowing out and
Boston is gonna finish last again.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Let's play that game. Like the, way, 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 way too early predictions on standings. Way
Yeah,
too
right.
early.
Yeah.
I like playing this game.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the Yankees, Toronto, Tampa, Baltimore, Boston.
Mhm.
How are you gonna rank those teams?
I'm gonna go Yankees, Rays, Toronto, O's, Boston.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm
Yeah,
with you there.
yeah. I would like to say that, like, I think that the 1st place, 2nd place difference is gonna be less than 5 games.
Like, yeah, I was just gonna say super close.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Super close.
yeah.
Could you imagine Dansby's hair in a Chicago win? Glorious flow.
Another big deal, right? Yeah, like, I
Dansby
literally
Swanson, that was a good that
I'm
was that
having
was a
trouble
sneaky good deal.
I'm having trouble keeping up with all of them, but yeah, that was another one, so
I actually like that one,
mhm,
just because obviously he made a decision based on him and
mhm,
his wife, who is a soccer player,
yeah,
right, who plays professionally in Chicago, so
right,
that was a cool one.
yeah.
Uh, what was it? The White Sox signed, God, what is his name? I called him Sunshine, Clevenger,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then now he's all like, "Oh, I want revenge against Cleveland." Dude, you sucked. You haven't done anything. How
Oh,
about you get good first and then you say you want revenge?
then we worry about the next step, right?
Right,
Yeah.
let's worry about you actually being able to pitch, because you had an opportunity in San Diego, and obviously they saw something in you and they said, "We good."
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
All right. AL Central, staying in the Central.
Mhm.
So you got my Guardians, you got the White Sox, you got Minnesota, the Motor City Kitties, and the Kansas City Royals. That is a difficult division
It's
to
hard because there's not, like, a forefront for being awful,
no,
realistically, aside from, like, perhaps Detroit,
in
just
Kansas City.
yeah, but I don't know, like, are the Royals on the edge of turning things around?
I'm still gonna put the Royals in last place.
Okay, so you're gonna go from the bottom to top, Royals,
Detroit,
Tigers. Yeah,
yeah, that stays the same.
yeah.
Um, Minnesota lost a lot of players.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
I'm keeping them in third.
Okay.
Now, where things are gonna get interesting is Chicago, Cleveland, right?
Yeah, right.
Sorry, Joe. I'm
I
sorry,
say
Joe. I'm sorry.
Cleveland, Chicago. I think Chicago is coming out on top next year. I think,
You think Chicago will come up on top?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that
and I think it's gonna be close again. Like, again, I think it's gonna be spitting distance down to the last week, that
yeah.
sort of thing.
With Cleveland, they have not really done anything. They've kept the core so far.
Mhm.
They have everything there. I like that. I like the fact that they added a good catcher who has a good, bat, a better bat than we've had before. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
right.
Right? I mean, our bats at catching
Yeah,
sucked.
good is subjective, so
Good in terms of what
Yeah,
Cleveland had, right?
right, okay, yeah.
Uh First base, it's an upgrade. As we talked about it already. I think it's a big upgrade over what we had as well,
Mhm.
right? Friend Mill didn't work out. Obviously he went to the Cubs, didn't nothing was there. Um See, Joe's with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understood the sentiment.
Listen,
But
I
then
like
listen,
the Royals, but
always the optimist, like,
I
always
know.
the optimist, so
Joe Joe put a stop to that. It's like,
that's
no,
right.
chill.
Check yourself.
It ain't happening. All right. So, okay. So you have Chicago White Sox in Cleveland,
Mhm,
then Minnesota, then Detroit, then Kansas City.
mhm,
I am actually gonna keep it the same way that it is right now.
okay.
Cleveland, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Kansas City.
Yeah, okay.
I'm being optimistic. Okay. This is the year where I am going to jump on the Cleveland bandwagon from the very beginning. I'm not gonna say no to this. I am going to say they're gonna keep it. I
Good.
mean, listen, you got Tito,
Yeah, yeah, right. You gotta
right?
manifest that. You gotta put that out there into the universe and, make things
Positive
happen.
vibes out there.
That's
I'm
right.
just, rainbows and unicorns up in this place.
That's right.
So, all right. So we got the AL East, AL Central, AL West. So we have Houston, Seattle,
Mm.
Angels, Texas, Oakland.
Man, it's, Eric has thoughts about the Twins and where we place them in the
Sorry,
Central
but
there.
I heart emoji, to you, Eric. Not really. Hey,
Um,
you're right about that, Joe. Okay, I see them Raiders. I see them.
I can't decide who's gonna be worse
I say,
for the AL West. I think it's still gonna be Anaheim,
so
regardless of their talent.
you think Anaheim is going to be the Angels are going to be worse than Oakland?
I don't know. Like, that's one of those things where it's like the top 2 teams are usually battling it out for, who's gonna take the
Oh,
division, but
listen, Houston's going to win that division.
well, 100%, but I think in the AL West, it's gonna be, like, coming down to the last week of who is the worst team, and
Right. So I got Houston, Seattle, and
yeah,
this is where things get a little bit interesting, right? Because you
right,
got the Angels, you got the Rangers, and you got Oakland.
yeah.
I think Oakland's going to finish in last. I think this whole situation with them and trying to find a home, whether or not
Mhm.
they're going to stay in Oakland or going to
Yeah,
stay they're going to go to Las Vegas, right? Like, I mean, at this point,
yeah,
they're like, listen, let's not spend too much money on the team.
yeah,
We know we're going to move. Let's survive this, and then get
yeah,
out of there.
yeah. I think the Rangers will finish middle of the pack. Nothing too crazy, nothing
So they're
too
gonna be the middle team, so they're gonna be the 3rd team,
that's my
the
yeah,
Rangers.
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, they got the All-Star game coming. I think a lot of
Ooh,
those guys will wanna play in front of their home crowds.
look at Virgil, he's disagreeing with you. Angels in 3rd
Ooh.
place.
I put the Angels in the basement, but I might just be, listening too much to Zach about how they're already disqualified from the 2024 postseason, so I
I
think
I
it's
I got
you can
Houston, Seattle.
yeah, yeah, I
That
agree.
those 2 are not gonna change. I think that's gonna stay like that.
Yeah.
But like we've been saying, right? Like these 3 teams are like the ones. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
it's gonna be between, Angels and Rangers, whether or not, one finishes
3rd
in 3rd
place,
and 4th, and then
right.
Oakland will be, holding the bottom. My
Mhm.
brother will be so mad at me right now. He's a huge Oakland A's fan, like,
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. I like the A's, like, I feel a lot of, like, simpatico with them, in terms of their struggles and everything like that, but,
No, it's not like you're watching any of that, right? Like, I
insider
mean,
trading, Virgil Bro
it's not like you have, like, season tickets or anything like that,
yeah,
you go to that.
right,
No,
right.
nothing
Maybe
crazy.
so, we'll see, but yeah, yeah, that's one of the ones where I'm just like, the Astros are gonna run away with
Wah,
it,
wah. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
regardless of what happens, so
It's the division should be called the AL West Houston.
minus Houston, right,
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
It's
right,
Houston, its own category, and then AL West.
yeah, yeah, so
Alright, Siri just gave me the, AL Central West. I guess she needed to tell me this. Alright. These way too early
yeah,
standing here. I love this. I love this.
trademarked, trademark
It's
patent, yeah,
absolutely. We should do this, after the new year and then see
that's
how
right,
we sit. All right.
right,
NL East.
'kay,
We had Atlanta finishing in first, which was the biggest surprise to me for that. Then the Mets, then Philly, Miami, Washington,
mhm. I gotta say if the Mets don't take the division, it's a colossal failure.
failure.
Yeah, 100%, but I think Philly will be right on their heels. I think Atlanta's gonna finish middle. I think Miami will be bringing up 4th, and I'm putting Washington down there
I'm
in the
with you.
basement.
I agree.
Yeah,
Mets, Philly, Atlanta, Miami, Washington. That's
yeah,
exactly how I had it.
yeah, that's my inclination to that'd be my prediction. Prediction, which is the word of the day, thanks to Virgil.
This show is brought to you by the word of the day, prediction.
Right.
Sesame Street up in here, guys.
Right.
All right. NL Central.
Mm,
St. Louis,
mhm.
Milwaukee, Cubbies,
Mm.
Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Oh, all right, Phil. What
Phil's
play?
a little upset that we put the Braves right there in the middle of
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah,
He's not happy with us putting
yeah,
the Braves right
right,
in the middle of the pack.
right. Alright, so, mm, I don't know. St. Louis
I like their catcher signing. Obviously, Yadi Molina retired, so
mhm,
they needed a catcher, so they went and got one. I'm gonna put St. Louis still first.
yeah. I don't know why. I have a feeling about the Brewers this year.
You think so?
I do. I don't know why. There's nothing, like, to back it up aside from just thinking that it's just gonna be one of those runs where everybody looks around and just goes, "What?" You know? Um,
Right.
yeah, I think I don't know, man. I just had it's a feeling, but I don't know that they're gonna be first. It might be second.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Philip, it's the cupboard is not bare, but it ain't full either. Just saying. So, okay. So St. Louis for me
Mhm.
for first place. What do you think for first place for you in Central? I know
I'll
Central.
go St. Louis,
Okay.
Milwaukee,
Yep.
Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
I am going to I know that I'm going to be doing this against my own, better judgment, but I am actually going to put Cincinnati in last and move Pittsburgh up.
okay. I like that. I like that idea.
Yep.
Yeah. Pittsburgh gets G-Man, so, G-Man
I'm a
Choi.
fan of
You
that guy. I don't know what it is.
can't not like him. Like, just,
Right.
if you don't like that guy, you need
Something's
to
wrong with you.
check yourself out,
Right.
man.
Get
So,
out.
yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. I like that.
All right. So Cincinnati, I mean, St. Louis, Milwaukee,
Mhm.
Chicago, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should make this a graphic and, see how horrifically wrong we
We
are. Like,
all are going to be up to this.
Cincinnati is gonna be, like, the NL leader or something,
R-
just like
Watch Pittsburgh come out of nowhere, all of a sudden
Right, yeah.
become the smallest market and just be
Right.
busting in it.
Yeah,
Although
exactly.
their kid O'Neal, my God, is he fun to watch? Jesus,
Mm.
you're a shortstop and you're that tall and you can just throw the ball. Man, listen. All right, last division here, NL West.
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
NL West, the way that it ended with the Dodgers in first, Padres, Giants, the Diamondbacks, and the Rockies.
I'm gonna keep it the same.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change a thing about that, nothing, not a thing.
Right, Dodgers, they really didn't make any
Yeah,
changes, but they also didn't lose really,
yeah.
so, like, I mean, I think they stayed pretty good. San Diego added, they added Sander Bogarts, they lost Bell, but they really haven't said, you know what I mean? Oh, they lost Clevenger, sorry, that's a big loss right
Well,
there.
the Dodgers did move some people around, right? Like, Trey
Yeah,
Turner's gone,
but it's not like it's like a big, big loss, right?
yeah, right, right, yeah. Uh,
Arizona, it hasn't proven anything to me. Colorado, well, Colorado's AAA of
they
the
have a
West.
great ballpark, Ed.
I'm not denying it.
Yeah, that's it. That's really, like, the selling point.
I
They have
wanna go there just so
a
I
great
can sit,
ballpark.
on the purple row.
That's
You
right,
know?
yeah, right. Um,
But as
yeah.
far as watching AAA, I'd rather pay cheaper prices.
Yeah, right. So, well,
Okay.
that was fun. Unexpected, but fun. We'll
I
have
like
to play this back and make a list and see where we end up.
Yeah, thank you,
Oh,
Lynn.
I'm
See,
sure.
Lynn is on
Yeah,
the on l we're gonna have Lynn
the
come in
other
one
guy.
day on our show just to
Yeah,
so she can tell us everything.
yeah, right.
Our Lynn is our correspondent, our curve print correspondent when it comes to all moves.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Okay, so, another, thing that we wanted to talk about is, I got 2 questions here, okay?
Yeah.
I wa she loves her Rockies. Um, your top 10 Christmas baseball gifts.
That's a lot, Ed. 10 is a
Alright.
lot, man.
Well, that's what we got people to hear out tonight.
Yeah,
So, let's
right, yeah.
create a list. I think
Okay.
that we should create a list,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna write it down,
Okay.
okay? I need a pen now. Of course, I say that and I don't have a pen here.
Right.
Alright, so, in no particular order, for what should your significant other or your friends or family should want to look at for a as a Christmas gift.
Season tickets, number 1.
Ooh, that's a lot of money though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this is a wish list, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
Santa
You're
knows
right.
no
Season
bounds.
tickets.
No.
I like it. I like that one. Okay.
Yeah.
As, as I'm losing my pens. If you're a Mets fan, I don't want to hear it. You already got your Christmas wish list.
Right, yeah, right.
God, that lineup is insane. That's gonna be a crazy team. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, I would say I got to get a seat from the Cleveland Municipal Stadium 5-6. Oh,
That's cool.
hey,
That's cool.
that's a
Stadium
cool one.
seats, yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I've always liked that idea.
There is a website that you can buy stadium seats. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Uh, God, what is that? I have it. I have it as
Like
Stadium
stadium
Seat
seats dot
Depot.
yeah, something like that, yeah.
Stadium Seat Depot. They have on. I want to get. There's two of them that I want to get. One for the Akron Rubber Ducks, and they have a Durham Bulls. Um,
I've seen that one, the DBAP there. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Ooh, Virgil.
look at that.
A
That's a great
suite
idea.
for
Great
one
idea.
game.
Yep, great idea.
Yep, I like it. I like it. That'll be cool, right? Like, but do you want it to be for, for like your favorite minor league team, or do you want to be for an MLB team? Because then at that point, you know what I mean, for all your close friends and family, right there.
Or, I always wanted to do one of those, like, party areas, like, at the Trop, they have, these, like they're not suites, but they're, like, along the 3rd or
Mhm.
1st baseline where you get, like, a buffet style meal and stuff like that, and it's, like, 30 to 100 people. I think that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Midnight baseball trip. I think that's happening
I think
sometimes.
I've heard rumors about
Have you
that,
heard
yeah.
about something
Oh, yeah,
about that?
something like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to make. I'm going.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too, I'll be there, so
Hey, midnight sun game.
let's see, what else? How
Uh,
about a trip to Cooperstown?
ooh.
That's a good one, right?
But I
Yeah.
I wanna do a trip to Cooper, and I've never been, by the way. I just wanna put that
Okay.
out there, but I've never been
Yeah.
to Cooperstown, but I wanna do a private tour.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, Bolin, Johnny, listen. I'm gonna get you a one of those propeller planes, private propeller planes, for you to go from your home to Wichita to watch, the wind surge. The wind will surge you there. Oh, Lynn, let's go. We're going,
Oh,
Lynn.
same, yeah, I think that'd be a really cool trip. We were talking about doing something next year. I don't think it's gonna happen next year, but, something like going up to upstate New York or, some other of the northeastern states for, like, the leaf lookies and, the fall color, watching the leaves turn and then doing a trip to Cooperstown.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that'd be neat.
It's doing during the fall, right? Like, I mean, once it starts snowing, I'm out.
Yeah, no. No, thanks. Yeah,
We out. It's
yeah.
already cold here in North Carolina. I was telling, everybody, I was like, hold on a second. I moved to North Carolina to be away from snow and cold. And it's gonna be in like 20s and 30s here this weekend.
Listen,
What the
we're
fudgesicles?
we are 7 degrees tomorrow. 7, Ed,
In
with
Texas?
a wind chill of 9 -15. Yes. So y'all send good vibes and warm thoughts because we are not built for this at all.
No, dude,
Not
I'll be praying
at
for
all.
you.
Right.
Lynn, I would so do goat
Yeah.
yoga. I would so do that. Yes. We need to get the Hartford Yard Goats to host us for corporate media game, and so what I mean, weekend, and then we'll go to the game and we'll do some goat yoga.
I still like, Paul's idea of take me out to the ball game where you take your pet cat.
I would go with you guys on that one, but I will be out because I'm super allergic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No,
super
that's not
allergic.
any fun. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Seat Depot, and you see that Zach is close by.
I saw that we got the local connect there, so, that's good to know.
Some cool stuff there. I definitely really seriously want to get me because there's Canal Park is there, Globe Life is there, Arrowhead, LA Coliseum. Man, there's some cool ones.
They just blew out a bunch of the, Rogers Center too, so I'm sure those will make their way. Um, that was crazy. That was the smallest ballpark I've ever been to. I'm not kidding you, like, the distance between my knees as someone who's 5'6" on a good day and
On a good day.
back of the seat in front of me, I'm not kidding you, it was, like, that much, so I can't imagine, like, being 6 foot or 6 foot plus and having to squeeze myself into one of those seats, so much needed renovations up in Toronto.
Oh my god. Let's take a look. Yeah, see there they are. It says of two Duran bowl steel raising mount
Mhm.
brackets. That's a bracket. Seat feet. Oh, there it is. The seats, the Duranbos athletic but bark seats, they're going for a whopping $350
For a pair?
for a pair.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for a pair. Seats with L brackets, you're looking at $350.
Yeah, that's not awful. I thought they'd be more than that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Seats with seats with rocking seat feet and L bracket combo. So now we're rocking it. That's 465.
Okay. You gotta pay a premium to rock. I get it.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
rocking. Whatever. I don't need to be rocking. Give me the seats. So
Right.
that's between that one, the Durham balls and the Akron rubber ducks are like
Yeah.
what I would love to have one of these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll have that.
I think it'd be cool to get to a set from the old ballpark in Arlington, which is, where I grew up, and those are quality seats. Those are not these cheapy cheap, plastic seats, so something to think
Cool.
about too.
Oh, there's a Cleveland Stadium here. Oh, no, there isn't. It's just a practice stuff. And I got excited for nothing.
I believe Johnny Bolin said once that, in Mississippi and Alabama and all of our southern states down there that they close the roads for dandruff, so I think we can all relate to Phil's,
Right. Like what's
unexpected comment here.
I'm just waiting to see what happens here because I keep hearing the stories, right? Like
Yeah,
people in North Carolina, like as soon as it
yeah,
starts snowing, everything is
yeah.
gonna be shut down. I really want to see this.
Oh, it's not as bad as Texas, I will say. It's not as bad as Texas, but, you know what I learned this last year is that these northern states, they like to make fun of us southern, people down here about our inability to deal with snow. But I noticed an awful lot of school closures up north and out west whenever temperatures got a little slightly uncomfortable during the summer, and, I don't recall any Texas people making fun of those, you know
Virtual, palpable. The freak out is
It's
palpable.
very true, yeah. No, like, right now, I went to the grocery store yesterday. We're not even supposed to get snow, it's just supposed to get cold, right? Like, barren, barren. Like, people just, terrified to venture outside of the house, so it'll be fun to watch what happens.
It'll be interesting. I'll be driving this weekend on Friday down to Charlotte, so we'll see how
Yeah.
this goes.
Right.
It'll be interesting. All right,
Yep.
so we got six things. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
Let's,
W-
uh let's twist the question a little bit. I wanna
Okay.
know favorite baseball gift you've ever received. Anybody
Ooh.
got good answers for that? Because 'Cause I've got one. I've got a
Okay.
really good one. Okay,
Nice.
so for Christmas one year, my dad shipped me these things in an uninsured box, and I just was, like, amazed that they made their way here. I opened a box full of 3 baseballs that he had paid, I think, like, $50 for in an auction at some charity event that he had been to. The 3 baseballs were Bob Fuller, um, and some guy
Yeah.
I'd never heard of, but the best is a shot heard round the world baseball signed by, Bronca and Thompson and Pee Wee Reese with the inscription of the date and the, shot heard
What?
world thing, so, yeah.
And that's in that little cabinet back
Yeah,
there.
right back there,
When
so
I when I go visit, I might take it with me.
yeah,
Right?
right?
No, I would never do such a
He
thing. Maybe.
just shipped it, like, USPS, like, regular mail, nothing, you know? And he was like, "I don't know, I just kinda thought it would get there."
Yeah, it kinda did. Wow, that's
Yeah,
a cool one.
yeah,
Virgil got a Huntsville Stars mini helmet that he was been searching for years. Hey, that's cool. Huntsville. I like. Yeah, I love getting these like, rare
yeah,
um
the Grail.
items.
Yeah,
Yeah, like right. I'm still
Grail find.
searching for a manatee's dad hat. Like I still
Mhm,
cannot find one for the
mhm.
life of me. Right. I came close, but Paul decided to give it to somebody who didn't
Whatever,
appreciate it as much as I would have.
whatever.
Whatever, dude. So yeah. I got a baseball gift, but it's not. It's more of a sentimental value than actual value.
Yeah, that counts.
So my wife for Christmas one year, she had my daughter had like the ink on her paw on her hand
Her
and
paw.
put it with her paw. That kid is she can be an animal sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she could put her paw on that ball, and then I got a ball with her handprint on it.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
It's right there. So yep.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn wants to know: have you heard the book Miracle Ball about a
No,
man's search that shadow? There you go.
I haven't, but I'm gonna have to put that on the list because that's something I would be, super duper
Nice.
excited.
Johnny Bolin, Christmas 1999. That's the year I graduated high school, by the way. Tickets to opening weekend in Cleveland. My man.
That's cool.
Johnny says he's a Marlins fan, but deep down, we all know he's with me. We're Guardians fans, Johnny. Just accept it. Admit it. It's okay.
I don't know, did you ever send him to an all expenses paid weekend?
Oh, so the Marlins bought his fanship, is what you're
That's right.
saying.
Yeah, and he's not ashamed to say that, and neither would I be, you know? I'm all in.
Someone does that to me. I'm like, yeah, I'll root for you.
Right?
What do I sign?
A crystal baseball, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty
That's pretty
cool,
cool,
Lynn.
yeah.
Crystal baseball, that's pretty badass. I like that.
Trying to think of, what else would qualify.
It wasn't a baseball, but I got a replica Browns helmet for my wife, so that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's neat. That's
Hmm.
neat.
I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think too.
I want to hear more. I know you guys are out there. I want to hear from you guys on what your
Stop hanging
best.
out.
Yeah, yeah, guys, come on now. I know Eric, you're there. Come on, let's go. Brad, Zach, Philip, Dave. I know you guys are there. Joe, you better answer because I know you guys give each other stuff. So let's go.
Joe's favorite gift was the gift he gave himself, which is the, Quesos hat.
No, we're not talking about the quesos. No, I'm
Yeah,
not doing it. I'm not
yeah.
doing it.
No.
Nope. It is not going to happen.
Alright, so what else was on the list if we're, as we wait for folks to chime in?
All right. So we talked
Yeah.
about free agency,
Mhm.
top 10 baseball Christmas gifts, trades, Mets, why we hate them. Uh,
I
the way
love that
we,
that was an agenda item.
huh?
I love that that was an agenda item, you know?
Hey, listen, I was not going to lie about it.
Right.
The Mets and why we hate them. I literally put that as the
Right.
agenda part. The way too early baseball predictions.
Mhm. Mhm.
Favorite baseball game. John Smoltz signed Braves cap. Oh,
That's pretty
nice,
cool.
Philip.
That's pretty cool.
That's that's pretty legit. I like that. John Smoltz. John Smoltz a little crazy too. I've always wanted a wallet made from old baseball glove. Hey, I know someone that
I was
does
gonna
that.
say, I think Ed might know,
I might know somebody,
yeah,
Eric.
care of that for you.
Um, what, Joe? What kind of craziness is that?
I
But
support that. It's just more money for baseball trips the next year. More profit palooza.
Eric, Stitch and Row,
Mhm.
Stitch and Row. Look her up on Instagram. She does a lot of baseball stuff, cool stuff too. When it comes to making gloves, wallets out of gloves, I've always also wanted one too. So not, that would be cool. I get it, Joe, but at least something small, right? Like a little something here and there, a little trinket or something, baseball wise. Is that the company that buying lots of MLB teams, good or
It's a
bad?
great
Yeah,
question. It's a great question from Lynn.
yeah.
Diamond Holdings, right? So,
Diamond Holdings. We
you're
talked
starting
about this a little bit.
mhm. Yeah, you're starting to see a couple of conglomerates kind of snapping up all of the MILB teams. It's,
It started really quietly, right? Like it
yeah,
started really quiet, really just they were
yeah,
crying here and there, and then all of a sudden they're like, boom, you see more and more.
mm, yeah. What
I
thoughts?
don't know how I feel about this
Yeah. I feel
because okay, so if it's if they're going to keep it the same, obviously they can't do much about anything because each team has a 10-year contract
right,
with MLB baseball, right? So they can't move it.
right.
So I don't know. Joe. Joe's Christmas present is not having to eat ice cream out of helmets. Wow.
Yeah, I go back and forth with this, right? Because I think one, it's a little concerning to see major entities snapping up
And this is a Japanese conglomerate too.
minor league teams. Are they? I thought they owned a portion of a major league team.
No.
No?
Yeah, let me see. I'm looking holdings.
Well, the concerning part is obviously you get a company that puts their hands a little too much into a minor league team and they take away some of those community focused aspects or components of it, right? That's the big fear with it. The plus side of it is funneling a little more money to make baseball in the minor league setting maybe a little
Yeah.
more, financially backed, a little more secure, maybe a little more it could go either way. They could feel a little more constrained or they could feel a little more free. I don't know. Like we just kind of have to wait and see.
It's so weird though, right? Like, I mean, it's like subsidiaries, Memphis Redbirds, the Portland Sea Dogs, Oklahoma City Dodgers. Like, I mean, there's a lot of like teams that they own now, you
Right.
know. It's a conglomerate endeavor through creative subsidiary. They through it specifically created subsidiary Diamond Baseball Holdings, right? So
Right.
Endeavor is the company, and then they created this thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking for the thing now. So, although they did sell it from what I
Yeah.
see,
I was gonna say I thought that
they
they
sold it. They sold the
uh,
Baseball Diamond Holdings.
right.
Yep. But they own, like, I mean, look at these teams that they own.
The Rockhounds.
Yeah. So they own 10 clubs, the Iowa Cubs, Memphis Redbirds, the Rail Riders, the Renegades, the San Jose Giants, the
Mhm.
Stripers.
Mhm.
I still laugh at that one. Gwinnett Strippers. The Mississippi Braves, which should be changing their name. The Rome Braves should be changing their name. The Augusta Green Jackets, Oklahoma City Dodgers.
So is
Yeah.
that the entire Atlanta farm system?
Oh my God. Triple A Atlanta,
Yeah.
double A Atlanta, high A Atlanta, and then single A Atlanta.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do an MLB sections sanctioned stadium upgrades prior to the owner couldn't quite afford. Well, that's the thing though, right? Like, I mean, because baseball said that, the ultimate, in order for you to sign this 10-year lease, you also had to upgrade your baseball stadium to the standards that they seem to fit, right?
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah. It'll be curious. That's, like, another thing on my radar that I'm just kinda like, "I don't know how I feel about this." I'm trying to refrain from making a snap judgment 'cause
I'm
I
waiting.
yeah, I wanna give people the benefit of the doubt and believe that, they've got their heads and hearts in the right places,
Right.
but it remains to be seen. So, skeptic optimism, I would say, is how I'm approaching that one. I'd
Uh,
love to hear what other people think.
I'm waiting to see what they do. I have not seen anything, negative about them,
Mhm.
but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Interesting.
It's an interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jo- Nah, we both can buy our own trinkets. But still, dog, I mean, a little something. How about a pencil? You guys get each other pencils from the Wichita Windsurge. You guys go into the store, buy each other pencils, and then boom, walk away.
That's right.
Or stickers. How's that? I want to see, and then I got to see a video of it because it'd be hilarious. Giving each other, go into the store, buy it, and then he like, here's your pencil.
Speaking of videos, you still owe us a, pineapple and jalapeno pizza
I
video.
have not gotten it because I haven't done a video yet because I have not gotten the pizza
I'm
yet.
gonna order you some Domino's all the way from Texas, deliver it to to Apex, North Carolina there.
Do you know I've never had Domino's?
What?
Never had Domino's.
Ed.
I know, and I've had Papa John's, I've had all of the pizzas,
Ah,
except for Domino's. And there's a Domino's near me now. The one right here. You've been in Apex, so you know exactly where that is. Yeah,
oh,
never. I
Ed.
know, I know, I know. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Like, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? So, um, let me see. I was looking at something else. Endeavor has been no, I can forgot. I live. I feel. Let's see. What does Virgil say? I feel really uneasy with the group, especially if they end up adding more teams, which they will.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep buying teams. It's like
Mm,
the rich getting richer, right?
mhm.
And then all these all these owners are not able to afford, like you said, these upgrades, and they're not going to be able to do what they want to do, and then boom, out they go.
Yeah.
Do you think that Ballpark Digest is going to give us an apology when Oakland moves to Vegas?
No, I don't think so.
I think it should.
I don't know.
i'm
I
gonna
think
i'm gonna
his
definitely be pointing it out to them.
yeah, I think his argument was that, like, that particular legal decision wasn't, the nail in the coffin, but, I don't know.
Okay.
Like I said, giving people the benefit of the doubt, that's my New Year's intention, as I'll borrow that phraseology from Pat Larson, who I
We are
spoke to.
not in the new year just yet, so I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
giving
I'm
them
trying
the
to get a
benefit of
running
the doubt.
start.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
right, right, um,
I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I'm gonna be like, so Baseball Digest, I would like a formal apology for you saying that we were wrong, and you were so very rude about it, and then you never answered my question of whether or not you wanted a hug.
that's right.
They never answer. He never answered.
Yeah, Virgil's right, though. I mean, like, what a weird thing to double down on. Like, if you were like, "Hey, your life savings depends on this next choice that you make," I probably would not have gone with Oakland Athletics or staying in Oakland.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe we were misunderstanding him,
No, there was no misunderstanding there.
uh,
There was no misunderstanding there. So did you know that the Rays are going to be training at the ESPN Wide World of Sports and then play their spring games at the Trop?
I did not hear that yet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Why?
Why not, Ed? Why
Yeah,
not?
well, I mean, it's spring training, so don't you play like outside? Don't they have a facility that was it the Flying Tigers? That's where they play at, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if it's hurricane related, or if it's just a decision to,
Earlier this month, it was announced that the Rays will be seeking a temporary spring training site after determining Charlotte Sports Park damage caused by Hurricane Ian
yeah, that makes
was too
sense.
expensive for a camp in 2023.
Yeah, that makes more sense. But, get that, that indoor experience started early, so why not, you know? Why not?
Domino's is official pizza of the Earn for an Average podcast.
Listen, y'all are throwing darts at what I think is one of the best American institutions, you know? Like, I love a good comeback story. Domino's was, like, hot garbage a couple of years ago, but they really turned it around, and I'm a fan, so,
Johnny just said it's a pretty
yeah.
average pizza.
I know
Like
he means that. That's a compliment coming from him. I know that, but, it's hitting really close to home.
it hit right here. It hit right here.
Right there, yeah.
You're like, no, it's well, look at Joe. Was? Oh man, here we go.
Y'all, it's
This
supposed
is
to be
hilarious.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to all of you.
Right.
Golly.
Uh,
Oh my God, we're at the top of the hour.
yeah,
Uh,
wild.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay,
That's
so who
right.
do you have next week?
I
Well,
have
this week
tomorrow
actually.
yeah, tomorrow's episode is Kevin Nygaard of, Wanna Have a Catch. Um, so he's doing 365 days of catch to raise money for the Miracle League of Sioux City, Iowa. Great story, a lot of fun, so that's a good one. What about you? Last week and then or this week and then next week?
This week it's a wash already, so we out.
Yeah.
Uh, Next week I have Drew Trainum. You guys gotta wait and see what this one's all about. It's gonna be good. I promise you guys. And then after that, I have the one and only Donnie Wise.
Oh, very cool. I love
Yeah.
that. That's great.
Yep.
I see Virgil's piling on here with the Domino's shame.
You mean you mean it went from
I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna
hot
hang up, I'm gonna order me
garbage,
some Domino's and,
hot garbage to just garbage. Zach, you're gonna be in Apex next week? I'm not gonna be here on Friday, buddy.
uh, but guys, you could have gone to Domino's.
Yeah, Friday I am hitting the road down to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going down to go see the in-laws, so I'm gonna be down there, spending Friday to Saturday, and then coming back Saturday, so my daughter can have Christmas here in her home.
Very
So
cool.
it's gonna be crazy. So, Anna, let's do this again next week.
Yeah,
Our last show of the year.
I know. Crazy. Crazy to
Last
believe.
show of the year. We're gonna talk some wish list and what we want for the new year. Oh, that's fun. What our favorite time for last year, so far, all that fun stuff. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, domino coupons make great stocking stuffers.
See? Finally. Finally, someone on my side.
Hey, you ever get Skeeter's hat?
No, I never did. I only got, the Space Cowboys hat last summer. Never got
I actually got a Skeeter's
this.
hat, like literally got it, and then they took all the merch out after
I'm
that.
jealous. I even went to the store and they had the clearance section of all the Skeeter stuff, but no hats of it. Well, that's not true. They did have, like, a very small, tiny child's hat that was never gonna fit this noggin, so,
No,
um,
yeah, and you're not gonna use. You're not gonna waste the money on that.
that's right.
You should check eBay, see if they have
Yeah,
something there.
not bad. Not a bad idea, so
All right, guys.
alright, thanks, y'all. Bye.
Bye.